agent. He is a Matrusri Engineering with a law degree. He handled good number of invalidation, prior art, freedom to operate, novelty assessment, and weekly and monthly patent watch project successfully. He drafted more than 100 detailed invention disclosures for newly developed products and ideas. Some of the specialties of Mr. Srinivas Madhuvati sir are prior art search, analysis, mapping and report generation, technology trend analysis, patent claim mapping, business opportunity assessment. Sir, I feel honored that I am given this opportunity to speak about you. I hope today many of us will be able to gain quite an amount of knowledge and seek guidance from our thoughts. Welcome to you, sir, with a big round of applause. I hand over the session to sir.
Very good morning. Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. So myself, Srinivas, thanks for the introduction, young lady. I'm a patent agent. How many of you know a patent agent or patent attorney, a designation? Ever heard? Ever heard? No? Yes? Patent agent, patent engineer, patent analyst. It's not in your list of career. It's a very good career actually. So we are only 10,000 people approximately in India. Along with me, my number is 3124. I enrolled in 2016. And after that also a few, like around 2,000 people enrolled after me, qualifying the exam. And the first bunch, like whoever enrolled from 1950 to maybe 1990, they are not practicing, they retired. So that means like we are only 2,300 active patent agents in India who are responsible to file around 1 lakh patent applications last year. 2,400 or 2,500 patent agents filed 1 lakh patent applications, and we normally, like as per patent office fee schedule, we get 30,000 rupees approximately for each application filing and prosecution. Is it a good career? So I see like these sessions interest or maybe importance is not just actually to file patents or maybe to get patent grants and commercialize them. Rather, you have to see this is a very good career opportunity. There are firms like 150 plus medium and large size patent services firms in India, to whom like you can apply immediately after your or when you are in 4th year also. Even now you can apply for an internship, 1 month internship, 2 months internship in your breaks, to know how to see an invention, how to understand, how to draft and how to file and how to prosecute a patent application. And abroad, for example in US, it's a very costly service, the costliest service of all the services. Patent attorney in USA charges minimum of $10,000 for drafting an application. Okay, so today is World Intellectual Property Day. So World Intellectual Property Office, WIPO, we shortly call, is in Geneva. It's a United Nations initiative to bring all the stakeholders or all the countries onto one platform and share information. So that is its original idea behind its inception. Is it here? Yeah. No issue, no issue. I'll take it. So what is intellectual property? Anyone? With the word, it's a self-explanatory word. What is intellectual property? Please, please. Someone. Today we have all last benches, or we have some first benches also? No answers, because I am a last bencher. I used to answer very lately when I am sitting. I'm also a mechanical engineer. I'm a BE mechanical engineer from Matrusri University. Back in 2002, completed. So what is intellectual property? Please, someone. What is intellectual property right? Right given by government for one's ideas or creative works. Yes? Simply. So intellectual property is one's property relates to ideas or creations, and intellectual property right is the right given by a government agency. It can be a patent, trademark, design, or copyright, and there are other forms. So we'll see briefly about all these 4 or 5 items or the types of IP, and then we discuss more about what is IP Day and what are the numbers, India or other countries. Next. So these are 4 or 5 core types of IPs. There are other forms also, 2, 3. So patents are for the devices or applications, devices or machines or manufacturing process. Patent is for an utility. Patent is for a use. A machine which is new, which is useful, can be patented. A process which is new, which is useful, can be patented. A composition which is new and is useful can be patented. And there is one more form of patent. We will discuss, we will see with an example in later slides. That is design patent. For an article which is known but with a different shape. That can be protected under design patent. And what are trademarks? What are trademarks? We use many brands. So you are also people carrying 3, 4 brands on you presently. Your shirt, your trouser, your phone, yourself is a brand. Yes? Your name is a brand. Yes? Sachin Tendulkar is a registered trademark. Sachin Tendulkar is a registered trademark. That means he can only use his name. No one can commercially exploit his name. So if someone is popular, normally names cannot be registered as trademarks because we share our names, right? Srinivas, in my own village, in my own family, we are 4 members with the same name, Srinivas Matipati. So it's a big confusion. So Srinivas is a name. Like that, like we share names. So for that reason, Trademark Act doesn't allow to register our names. It can be first name or last name. We cannot register our own name for business. But in exceptions, like Sachin Tendulkar or Dhirubhai Ambani or someone else, they can register their names because there is a chance, or it's already proven, or maybe in market, people misuse. Virat Kohli, Dhoni, number 18, 45, number 7, jerseys. Yeah? So trademarks are for brands, brand names. And the other form, yeah, we discussed industrial designs. That is nothing but design patent we are talking, and copyright. So what is copyright, or what are copyrightable subject matters? Any one example? Copyright. I'm not actually talking anything out of box, right? So these are general things I think like you should know, and I know you know it, but no one is answering. What is copyright or copyrightable subject matter? Say something. Arts, literature, music, videos, all that we consume daily, right? So we are consuming lot of content. We are consuming lot of content, video, audio, text daily. So these are actually copyrightable subject matters. These can be registered as copyrights. So he has some publications, so that is his copyright. He can register them before publishing or after publishing. He can register them as his copyrights. And geographical indications. What are geographical indications? It's again self-explanatory. Geographical indication. What is an indication, or maybe what is a map, or what is a pin in maps? What is pin in maps? Someone? What is pin in maps? I searched for Matrusri Engineering College and I see, or I got a pin in the search. I selected it and came here, right? It's the indication of your college. Pin is the indication of that search leads to a pin that is indicating the location of this place, right? So geographical indications are which are known places for something, known places for a product, for an article. So we have 2 geographical indications in Hyderabad. There are others also, but prominent things which we daily, Hyderabadi biryani, Hyderabadi halim, 2 geographical indications. Pochampalli Kath, there are many. So these are geographical indications given to a society of manufacturers so that others cannot misuse, or if someone is misusing, this society can actually take a legal action. So these are geographical indications. These are very important for our recent economic growth. So previously we used to have only less than 100 geographical indications around 6-7 years back, registered geographical indications across India. But now we have around close to 1,000. So government identified and actually leveraged or maybe pushed the departments, tourism department or other village development or maybe other corporations like to identify geographical indications so that these products can be exported. Guntur Mirchi or you name it, whatever. Even we are currently about to file one application for Tapeswaram Kaja. Yes, it is a known sweet, Tapeswaram Kaja, and Modarekulu, it's already geographical indication, and many others. In Telangana also we have many. Actually in South India we are the leaders. In Telangana have got more geographical indications than any other state. So first we are seeing now patent is more important, maybe it is considered more important when compared with other forms of IP, because patents will give more money or maybe commercial advantage to inventors or the applicants who are actually filing them. For that reason, our side or maybe patent agent side, practitioner side, or maybe whoever is actually filing the applications, so it is seen as a more valuable asset when compared with other forms of IPs. So any application, patent, trademark, copyright or any other form of IP, so we need to file an application with the office based on the eligibility and availability. We'll discuss more about eligibility and availability when we are actually seeing each of it. Now we'll see about patent. So what are all the, with the knowledge I'm sharing in last 5 to 6 minutes or 7 minutes. So what do you feel are eligible to file a patent? I told like it should be new and useful. So these two are the main eligibility for getting a patent grant. Anything can be filed. You can file anything, but application acceptance is not deemed to be accepted or granted. So anything can be filed. That means like a known thing can be filed as a patent application unknowingly or knowingly. But there will be an examination process in which they'll see whether this is inventive, new and useful or not. These are the three conditions. So once the application is filed, first actually we will search. It is recommended that we search for the eligibility or availability. So that we call as patentability search. This is one designation patent engineer or patent analyst does. Searching for a citation, searching for a literature or maybe non-literature, anything, any video product which is similar to what the inventor is speaking, searching for it and writing a report, analyzing the search results is one job. In your perspective, you can definitely choose this thing. It is not XYZ. So it is as simple as your maybe taking a 10th exam now, or maybe even I couldn't get a best example, but it is very simple job. There is no preparation required for this. Immediately after your BTech, you can take this job. Patent analyst or patent engineer is the designation. You can search in Naukri or any other portal. You will find many jobs. You can apply for it as a fresher, and the initial package would be at least 4 lakhs, 3 to 4 lakhs. And this doesn't, no company into patent services will come for campus interviews because they are very less in number, and though they have a requirement, they normally source it from job portals who are applying to them. So you can definitely remember this. You can apply for these jobs before getting out of the college. And this is very interesting job because there is no preparation needed, there is no software proficiency needed. All you need is like your typing skills and understanding, reading and understanding skills. So inventor gives you, or the company gives you a search, that means an invention disclosure. It can be, for example, some innovative locking or maybe reducing the weight of plastic while actually doing this Kinley bottle. There is a lot of engineering behind Kinley water bottle. Previously they used to use 22 grams approximately, I guess, of plastic. Now they are using around 16 grams. What is the benefit? What is the benefit? Cost of manufacturing for them, and as well use of plastic. Yes, it's a huge thing because like we consume a lot of bottles. All of us in combined, we use a lot of bottles, and packaging and transporting is as well task for them. Previously they used to use 27 grams, then 22, 23 grams, and then now they are using 16 grams or so. In recent bottling, in last 2 years if you see, the previous bottling around 4 years back, it used to be sturdy. Now if I open the bottle, I have to be very careful if I lift the bottle, or I have to use a glass. Why? It will be very strong. You can stack at least 10 bottles if it is like this, upright. But if you open it, it will be very thin. It is very less in plastic. They are using very less plastic now, but there is no problem for them to transport it. They stack packs and packs in the lorry. You know it, right? There will be 24 or 12 bottles in a carton, and they stack cartons on top of like up to 10 levels. So there is a lot of engineering behind it. So if someone gives you a search on this, saying like I reduced plastic of the cap by 1 gram with a unique design, and as well it holds that whatever, it can be carbonated water or maybe normal water, carbonated drink or normal water. Why I'm giving a example is like recently we worked on one of the applications and it got granted. There is one company who actually manufactures the caps for all the carbonated drinks brands, for Coca-Cola, Pepsi, you name anyone. He is the largest manufacturer located in Hyderabad. The cap, only manufactures the cap. Cap and the soda bottle or the glass bottles cap also. So he is master in it. So they came up saying like I changed the design, the earlier design. There is a master in USA. There is another company master in it in USA. We should not infringe their patent, but still we need to get a patent. So that is the task. It's not the design or the percentage of or the amount of plastic he is reducing. He needs extra care in doing search, so that like we'll find all his patents or publications and compare with them, and there could be one inventive step at least, so that like we'll get a patent and we are not infringing that patent. So this is the important thing, patentability search, and we recommend this. Whoever comes to us, we recommend a patentability search. It is a separate saleable item for us. So search is a separately saleable item. And then after search, after their input, for example, we gave couple of citations which are very close, and we give an opinion also saying like it is not inventive, though it is a bit useful and it has industrial application when compared with others, but it is not inventive, it is obvious. So that could be if that is the opinion, our opinion in the search report, then they'll come back with some improvement, and after consultation, like both parties agree to go for a filing, then we'll draft and file the application. So search, we draft and file the application, we request for publication. Request for publication is not equivalent to this, patent publication is not equivalent to paper publication. Paper publication, they'll search for, they'll conduct an examination, the review panel of the journal. So they'll conduct an examination, means like they'll see whether it is new or not, or if it has any improvement or not, any results that are not published priorly, then only they'll allow it to publish. But in patent, actually, there are 2 stages of publication. First, after application, before examination, they'll publish, and after grant, whatever is been granted, they'll publish. So there are 2 publications. After grant, whatever is been published is very important. That is a publication we should consider. We should not consider the patent that is been published or the application that is been published, because it is not that examined. Why it will be published is like for the third parties oppositions, if any. They publish for the sake like third parties, all others can see the application, and if they have any opposition, they can file. So that the examiner will take the third parties opposition also into consideration, and then he'll proceed with his examination and he'll give his opinion whether it can be granted or not. This is the life cycle, and after grant publication, we have to renew the grant. We have to renew our right. We have to pay a fee for extending our right, like any other license. We have to pay a fee to extend our right for 20 years every year. So all the forms, like I already told, we have to make an application, we have to be in touch, or maybe the patent office will send some communications. They'll issue examination reports, we need to answer, and they may ask us to meet them, or maybe nowadays it is virtual already, but previously we used to meet the examiner at the patent office. Now we are meeting through video conferencing. So after these 2 stages, first a formal paper-based examination report, after we are answering it, they may call us for a hearing, and then it will be granted or refused. all the forms, trademarks, copyrights, any other form, any other IP. So there are separate registries. For patent, it is patent office. For trademark, it is trademark registry. Though both will work on same under the same office. Copyright office also. There are separate registries. That means like there is a separate portal, separate application, separate registration process, and renewals. So as we discussed, like we have two types of patents. One is for the machines or manufacturing processes that we call like whichever has a utility, we will call it as a utility patent. That means like which work or which operate. This won't operate. This shape of the bottle won't operate, right? This is something like Kinley has a different shape previously, and now they are having a different shape. And likewise, Bisleri has a different shape, and other water bottles, and the water bottle you are also using for refilling, that is a different shape of different brand. That means like these spectacles, the shirt I am wearing, or the water bottle we are using, telephone or mobiles we are using, all these will have different of, all these are made of different manufacturers. That means like these are known articles made by different manufacturers, having different shapes, can be protected under design patents. That means like you are getting, it's not like intellectual property is only given to new things. Patents are given for new things. Design registrations are given for known articles which are having different shapes. Likewise, other works like the artistic work, the video or the audio the presentation I am sharing with you, it's my copyrightable work. I can register it. But copyrightable works, people won't actually register every day. For example, Inadu newspaper, today's edition is his copyright, is the company's copyright. They won't go for copyright registration every day. They should have actually protected it, the template they should have protected it once. Because of that only they maintain the template. They'll have that Idi Sangati at the column, the same style, the font. All these things are protected because they maintain the template. They won't protect every day their content because like it is not required. But other than other forms of IPs, Copyright Act doesn't mandate registration. That means like copyright, if you publish your content in your Facebook or maybe any social handle or in your website, or at least you written down in your notes or in your Word document on your computer, it is something like you saved out yesterday, it is your work. There is no need to actually formally file for a registration, but you'll have that right. So copyrightable works, you'll have right without registration, and it can be edited a number of times because of nature of work demands that. But other forms like we cannot change, or maybe you cannot, after filing we cannot change the brand name. For example, I filed Reebok as my brand name for shoes, and I cannot tomorrow go and say like I'll add E or A for it. I cannot change. If I want to have one more or any change, I have to file one more application. Another form actually I forgot to tell. There is a plant patent also. So for we don't have any audience here, but there are plant varieties patents also for new varieties of plants. So a patent is granted. And in detail, what can be patentable? So what are patentable subject matters? A machine, a manufacturing process, a composition, or a method of packaging also can be patented. Our principal sir is having a patent application which is actually on the support structure for a 3D printer. And we filed a patent and got grant for a company called Think 3D. You should have, or someone, you may know this brand when you go to your lab, 3D printing lab. So the machines are maintained or maybe supplied by Think 3D only. So they have a patent grant, so they supply customized parts, body parts to Apollo for their surgeries, yes, neuro and skull injury surgeries. what they do is like you see a lot of accidents like fatal accidents in which like head injuries happen. Once the skull got any crack, or maybe there is a part missing, or maybe got some way damaged, we can replace it with a titanium or maybe some metal part. But it need to be designed. It cannot be bought ready-made, right? Because like we don't know where, what, and how much it got damaged. What they do is like they'll take input from the MRI and the CT scans. They'll design in CAD 3D model. They'll do it first in a other what we use for artificial teeth, that material, teak, I think. In that material, they'll first manufacture it by handmade. They'll then supply this to the doctor who is going to conduct the surgery. He'll take the opinion, they'll modify it, then they'll print in 3D printer with that material. So this process actually we filed for a patent and it got granted. So it's not only a device or some component you can patent, you can invent, or and then you can actually patent. It can be a process with an improvement, known process. That is a known process. Why I gave that example is that is a known process. 3D printing of any article, you should do the same. You should first model. You should actually do it with some clay or maybe some material. You have to mold it. You have to test it, or you have to see the accuracy, and then you have to print. So any article you have to do the same, but they are doing for a special case, and that method with a small change, they can get a grant because like they invented it, and it is useful, and it is not challenged by any prior art, any citations. Yes. So this is the best example of design patent. We are talking about Kille of the same company, Coca-Cola. So this is their first patent grant in 1915 in USA, design patent grant. So we give drawings, line drawings, or maybe photographs. In India, we can give photographs as well. But for US design filing, we have to give only the line drawings. So the top view. This is the top view. Is this the top view? You should have cleared the engineering design, right, by now. So that is the top view, and that is the side view or front view. Both. For a bottle, side view or front view. If it doesn't have any other changes in like on one side or something, then it is both. So trademarks, we are talking about brands. So we are all actually use many brands daily. So we see misrepresentations and duplicates in brands as well. So that is the need why we need to register our brands. For example, if you are actually thinking of a startup with a name, example, some startup related to education, we are thinking of a name called Gurukul. So whether if it is available, you can definitely file. But there is an issue with that name, Gurukul. Why I took that example is Gurukul. What is the meaning of Gurukul? What is the meaning of Gurukul? School. And what the service you intend to do? Schooling, education. So it is very descriptive. Though it is available, why it is available till now? Because people should have thought it. It is available because it is not eligible. They didn't took it as a brand. Yesterday I got a call saying like he has a brand. Pick my stay. Pickmystay.com. So no need to search. To give a good consultation, to make him understand, I told like, I am driving now, but as you are telling this is your brand name, there is no need of searching for the availability, it is not eligible. Pick my stay for hostel booking. Is it a good brand? Definitely it is a good brand. We know Make My Trip, Book My Show, Big Basket. But Make My Trip is a good brand or Zomato is a good brand? What is the problem with Make My Trip? Why should not have it as a brand? Leave about trademark act. Eligibility, availability. If it is available, yes, okay. But leave about eligibility. Why Make My Trip is not a good brand? Why I should not consider it is my brand? Because like it's a very big brand, right? So they somehow like they thought they got this objection also from trademark registry while they are registering the brand, but they overcome all of these and they made this as a brand. While considering a brand name, yes, it is true. If we are not actually having that big wallet to overcome all the hurdles and get a registration and use it and promote it, then in that case, like we can coin if it is available. Sorry, if it is available, we can coin a descriptive word also. Yes, trademark registry says, trademark act says it is not eligible because it is very descriptive. The reason why I am telling no is if people start coining descriptive words, then someone comes and says ice cream parlor is my brand, milk booth is my brand. No point. They'll use all the general words. Bus stop is my brand. So for that reason, Trademark Act says, Trademark Act is written in such a way, so descriptive words should not be allowed as brand names for registration. Their headache if they are using it. We won't give you registrations. But there is an exception. In Trademark Act also, they say yes, we cannot give. But there is an exception. Make My Trip logo. Yes, I'll give you a registration if you have a unique logo, so that at least I'll give you some sort of protection for your brand because like you are using it. But the condition is you have to show your usage. You cannot take a logo, file for it, and then say like I'll park and I'll use it 10 years after. Okay? But words you can park. If you are thinking some word for your startup and it is available and it is eligible as per Trademark Act, you can definitely file that name as for registration even now also. B, you can start your business 3 or 4 years down the line. So this is more about, the initial term is 10 years and it is perpetual trademark registration. I didn't told you the term for design. It is also 10 years but renewable for 5 more years. That is total life is 15 years for design patent. For utility patent, it is 20 years. It cannot be renewed further. Why? Why utility patents are valid only for 20 years? Why the monopoly is not given for me forever? For the device I manufacture or for that I created? Why? Any guess? Why utility patents life is only 20 years? Why it is not perpetual as trademarks? Why it is not lifetime as copyrights? Copyright will have a right for lifetime of the author or lifetime of the company which is filing. Any guess? Because technology will keep on change. It gets changed, right? In IT, computer science, or maybe your cup of tea, it is more less, or it is very less than 5 years, or it's only 2 to 3 years. The technology will get upgraded. For that reason, there is no point actually giving lifetime protection so that like he'll roam around people and file cases and say he's infringing my product, because there is a chance of improvement. Improvements are also given patents. For that reason, even 20 years is more. Giving 20 years right is also is more. It should be much lesser, in my opinion. Yeah. So copyrightable works, actually artistic work, books can be copyrighted. Any artistic work can be copyrighted. Sound recording can be copyrighted. Video recordings can be copyrighted. Computer programs can be copyrighted. That means like pure software code, object code can be copyrighted. there is different government fee for each artistic and literature works. It is 500 rupees, the government fee. It is very less. Even the process is very simple when compared with other forms of IPs. Sound recording is each title is 2,000 rupees. For example, we used to file copyright for 6 songs in the album previously. Now, like, no one is actually filing. Previously, we have CDs, tapes. That time, we used to get applications from publishers. So all the 6 songs separately, each one application, we used to file copyright registration, because then there is now also there is huge threat for sound recordings, like cinematographic works or sound recordings in terms of copy. But now, previously, it's a physical copy. Like, we used to get pirated CDs or pirated discs. At that point in time, we used to file for copyright registrations, each title and application. Now no one is filing actually, because anyway, like, Copyright Act is giving that protection without registration, and they are employing other technologies to identify the piracy or maybe downloads. They collaborated or partnered with the browsers, the persons or people who are providing the interface for us. It can be Microsoft, it can be iOS or Android. They are collaborating with those people to identify the downloads, and if someone is actually downloading and again recirculating the same, then they know. And they are also collaborating, partnering with the function halls or maybe hotels, at least like 4 or 5-star hotels. If you want to have your Mehndi function in a hotel like Taj Krishna, Taj Banjara, then you have to pay 1 lakh plus GST for playing songs. Normally we won't pay, maybe at our home or maybe at any other private place when we are doing it. So DJ, if you are actually arranging a DJ, you need to pay 1 lakh rupees extra. If you are hosting this function, maybe because like they partnered, like the associations, copyright associations, there are associations where like these authors are registered with. So these in turn, like with the amount they collect from the memberships, so they associate with other parties so that like they can collect the royalty. So this is a best example. There is a overlap on the text. So what we have, what are all the types of IPs we have in this bottle? We daily use, consume. What are all the IPs we have in this bottle? It has patent, it has design, it has copyright, it has trademark, everything. It has trade secret. So this is the best example normally we people give. So to explain what are all the types of IPs. So it has a history, like you can read it. So in 2006 there is an instance like 2 of the guys, the science or the core guys into composition making, improving the composition of Coca-Cola, tried actually selling it out. And the whistleblower is the buyer or the person whom they contacted. They contacted Pepsi saying like, we'll give you the Coca-Cola's formulation. But Pepsi denied it and informed Coca-Cola saying like, we got 2 pirates from your company, so trying to sell your formulation to us. So that is the dignity they maintain, and there are few instances like that. But we see normally why we are actually filing all these for protection and then again monitoring others whether they are misusing, because like we normally see, we get cases like infringement cases from maybe the competitors, 25% who know the information, internal information, like they can be ex-employees or maybe known people, and 50% unknowingly, like 50% can be, they don't know whether, there is a brand or there is a machine already existing. They come up with their own idea, but they fall into this bucket of actually the other's patent. So likewise, we can uh, characterize 50% unknown people who infringe one's IPs, 25 known people, 25% knowingly, like competitors. So these are the numbers actually. Patent applications in India, though we are very less when compared with a company like IBM. IBM files more than these applications. 80,000 plus applications IBM files every year across the world. Okay, we will leave about those 300 top 300 companies where like we don't have at least one company from India in top 300 list as per total number of applications filed across the world. Okay, leave it. But we are growing. Previously, like when I started practicing 2012, so it is only around 15,000 applications, yearly application, patent applications, in which 12,000 applications are by foreign applicants. Only 3,000 plus applications filed by Indian applicants. But we have that like overturned in 10 years. Yes, we did good and we are doing good and we hope actually do good in next 10 years also. So 2022, 23, 82,000 applications. Last year 23, 24 concluding April or March 31st, we just crossed 1 lakh. So 1 lakh patent applications filed. That is the number I took when compared with 2,500 agents filed 1 lakh applications. And we have trademarks wise, we have many numbers. Normally also, we are the leaders in trademarks. US, China are the leaders in patent application filings. But based on the capacity of market or maybe brands and the products we consume, obviously because of the population, after China, we are the second in trademark application filing from last 5 to 6 years. So trademark applications around 4 lakh, more than 4 lakh applications. And from Telangana it is 17,817 last year, in which like 10% we filed. From EVA, we filed around 1,800 applications. And the most important milestone that no one actually achieved till date, patent office side or country, is India. Like we have lot of applications backlog till last year, which are filed from 2012, 2009 also. Some of the applications are pending. Somehow there are more than 2 lakh applications pending, in which last year in 2023 in calendar year, India Patent Office granted 1 lakh patents. So they almost disposed all the pending applications till date. There are refusals also, but the grants are 1 lakh. So almost they cleared the backlogs. Now we don't have any work. Before last year we have heavy work because like they are processing the pending applications. They process pending applications at a very rapid pace. I used to handle at least 5 to 6 hearings a day. Again, after hearing, I had to submit them because like again tomorrow, day after, continuously I used to have 5 to 6 hearings. I have to conclude the hearing. I have to speak with the controller. I have to draft a submission. I have to file it also. So this is the milestone till now. Like even China is not achieved or US is not achieved, though they have very old patent system. So this we have to be very proud of. So now I am coming to WIPO and IP Day. So World Intellectual Property Day or World Intellectual Property Office actually in Geneva is an initiative by United Nations to actually bring all the stakeholders of all the countries on a common platform, and they can share information. They can, or the applicants can get benefit of actually, they have an application process also. Normally, we are talking about filings, right? So we have to file it in India as well. We have to file in other countries wherever we are interested, because Government of India, Patent Act in India cannot give you a grant in other countries or cannot give you a legal right you can enforce in maybe example USA. That means like if you are having an invention or a brand name, we have to file in India first if you are interested in India, and as well we have to file in other countries wherever we are interested. This filing process is tedious. In India, yes, you can get a patent agent at reasonable cost, but you know the costs of patent attorneys in USA or in any other country. And for example, the countries like China, Germany, other European countries, so they ask for translation also. They don't take English written applications. They'll ask for their local language written applications. So we need a translator, we need an attorney to file the application, and then other stages after application, the examination stage, it's a hell lot of money. So for that reason, WIPO has an application in trademarks and patents. We can file one single application to enter in all the countries. And WIPO actually initiated after 1967. Actually, they called there should be an IP day. So to actually celebrate IP awareness, and then because of that only, we are also, it's not mandated by anyone. WIPO doesn't mandate, or maybe WIPO didn't mandate Matrusri to conduct an IP awareness session on IP day. It is something like we felt it is needed, and we felt it is proud. It has proud movement to celebrate. And then actually 26th April of every year is actually celebrated as IP Day. And what is the theme for this year? These are the themes in last years. So this year actually the theme is like to achieve the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, through IP, through innovation and IP. So what are Sustainable Development Goals? These are the technologies like in Industrial Revolution 4.0, which is now just started. So these are the technologies we all need to concentrate and also to learn. Like from IT or CSC background, you guys, you have to learn all these technologies, not one. At least you need to know what goes in, what goes out of all these technologies, what is happening in these technologies, to be in sync with the current age. Even for achieving the goals, SDGs goals, so you have to adopt these technologies in next 10 years, starting now. And what actually we, along with Matrusri, or you people actually, what we can do is like, we can adopt the 17th SDG. What is 17th SDG? There are 17 SDGs. So what is 17th SDG? Partnership. So we have to look for partners to learn the previous slide technologies, cloud computing, data management, data sharing, security, not only AI, ML, some algorithm to optimize some content, but rather actually what is actually the technology behind it is doing. Not just the consumer of AI, not just consuming the content or maybe the code it is giving. To understand how it is actually giving, and what is behind, what is the data set they are using, and what are the data sets that have been adopted very fastly. Every day they are adopting a new technique to optimize the service. So these are the list of SDGs. Actually, some of them are basic, responsible. Everyone is responsible, and government of India, or maybe all the governments across the globe, around 194 countries, are working towards actually achieving these SDGs targets by 2030. We have recently, in 2 years back, we have, they sit in United Nations, they sit to actually set 10 years goals, and we have certain SDGs which the present term of 10 years is actually concentrating. What are those? You can see, or you can come to know with the news, or maybe the things happening around. Any guess? Any guess? Green fuel or green energy is the one thing. Affordable green energy is one thing. One SDG is very important and the targeted one. And obviously health and climate. And the other main, what is the burning problem we have now in Telangana or in Hyderabad? Please, I need an answer from everyone. What is the current problem we have in Hyderabad, in Telangana now? It's not the existing problem. It's not the existing problem. Suddenly we got this situation. We are into it. What is it? We are seeing on roads every day. Some things are actually roaming. Some vehicles are roaming. No, that is like we know like it comes every 5 years. We got it suddenly and we are all responsible for it and we are all actually suffering with it and we may suffer very harshly in coming days. We are not seeing water tanks. So you started saving water, stopped actually taking showers. If you have showers in your bathrooms, please stop taking showers. Take shorter baths. Please, this is not my advice. This need to be adopted by everyone. You should not waste water. You have to use it very scarcely. Wash your clothes less. Take shorter baths. Don't take showers. We are in a very bad situation. We are in a very, very bad situation. There is no water to pump also. If we have water to pump, that's another issue like we normally have every 2-3 years. But we don't have water to pump from rivers. They are drilling bores in the bed of the rivers to see whether they can pump. To see. But now like this week's news is like they are pumping, they are drilling bores in the river beds. You can search in Google, you can search in newspapers. This is the situation. So yeah, after this like we have 1-2 slides. But don't stop actually drinking. You have to take good amount of water in summer. Otherwise, like and now, so you may think like, yeah, this is everything is good. IP awareness, knowing about patents, knowing about other forms of IP. The question is whether we can file one of it. The question is whether we can think on file one of it or not. I'm showing you 5-6 examples. These are simple examples, known things with a slight improvement. The inventors tried, and whatever I'm showing is like granted patents. They are granted patents. You should have seen these things, used these some of the products, or maybe seen in newspapers, or maybe someone using it. But still, like there is an improvement required, and someone thought of it, and we supported them, and we got a grant. We got grants, patent grants for them, and they are commercializing also. It's not that they filed and they just got a grant. They are actually commercializing and they are making money out of it. This is one invention. What is it? Then it is written somewhere there. But what is it? How it operates? I need answers from you. I drafted it. I defended it. They got a grant. I know about the invention. But by seeing the figure, we made that figure. We do draft means like we detailedly write the description and then show a drawing which optimally explains the invention, and then we file the. What is it? with the title and with the image, what it does. So to host solar panel, so there are advanced tracking mechanisms with a motor, rotor, actuator, all this stuff. There are already trackers which are used commercially normally, so which are not used at home or maybe domestically. Now people are actually installing solar panels. So the providers will install in one direction, this whatever the terrain you have. So they don't have much scope of actually optimizing it, the terrain, because like it is fixed. It can be on top of our home, or maybe it can be top of on a shed. So they can fix in one orientation. That means like normally the solar panels performance is, guys, the solar panels performance is around 70%, and with the orientation and with the conditions, with the shade or maybe the trees behind our house or the installation, so it will be much lesser, and it is not possible to clean also. So this is something like it is a manual operated or maybe motor operated for smaller purposes, and not sitting in sunlight and actually changing every 5 minutes. So they can actually optimally change mid of the day at around 1 o'clock, or set a small arrangement to actually change it automatically also, so that it can be the output or the efficiency of the panel can be improved. What is it? Someone from Nizampet area or maybe Kukatpalli? Or someone saw a bike actually having 2 wheels in front, roaming in Hyderabad, or maybe a video on internet for scooters as well, for bullet or maybe for other 2-wheelers. So this is a 2-wheel for front fork, 2-wheel for replacing the front wheel. So it is a 2-wheel for front fork. You can actually search in YouTube or Google Hyderabad innovations. So a tri bike we can call, or maybe tri motor bike. So what is the advantage of it? By seeing it, what is the advantage? Because of our road conditions, because of the potholes, so the bike accidents happen. Yes, whatever or how much care the rider takes, so there are accidents we see, because like we use lot of 2-wheelers, we cannot stop it, or maybe there is no alternative. We don't have very good public transportation, so that we can rely on, like in other countries, in some of the countries. So it's an affordable option to take a 2-wheeler. For women or girls, it is the scooters, and for males, it is the bikes. So we cannot alter this situation, and also the other way also, India is the largest manufacturer and exporter of 2-wheelers for other countries in the world, when not taking consideration of Korea or maybe Japan. So they also manufacture a lot, but export wise, like our bikes are actually liked by other countries like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, other Asian countries and African countries. So Bajaj is the largest exporter in 2-wheelers. So we need a solution. It's not only the pothole or maybe the accidents. So it is, this system will automatically balance you. There is no need actually you have to step on the road in the slowest speed, or maybe when you are halting it also. And it is very safe, so that like the tilting or maybe other things won't happen, and even the potholes it will take care. And it is very adaptable for the current version of EVs. So they are actually in talks with, they got a grant for this. So they are, it is not the new one. It is, yes, the way they are actually balancing it is new. But the idea is like, there are bikes, tri bikes are already there. like in other countries they sell it for more price, because like they are premium version or customized versions. They have these bikes, but not this one, this version for our use, and with this innovation. So this is going to come to market by TVS. They are in talks with TVS. So TVS in their scooter range, first they introduce, and this will be a game changer. And this started again with a small idea of that person, the founder. So though his father supported him, because like his father's business is actually molding and preparing of that dice and all. So he's into machining business. So though he's there behind him, but it all started when he fell down by hitting a pothole. Yes? Yeah, next. So you should have seen Hyderabad police or maybe Lucknow police started using it, using the AC helmet. Yes? Saw it in the news? And you should have actually, you can search on Amazon, like you also get air conditioned or maybe some sort of air vents for the jacket also, for riding purpose. Yes? But this helmet or the jacket which are available needs a battery, and that need to be carried again by the user, and it need to be recharged. This system, it generates the required power, or it won't generate the power. A screw compressor is directly fitted to the wheel, like the bicycle dynamo. Yeah? A screw compressor is directly connected to the rear wheel, and then it will generate your compressed air. You can take it to the jacket, from jacket you can take it to the helmet. So this is an invention, and we got a grant for it. Though it is not yet commercialized, but there is a scope. What is this? This need to be answered. What is this? You know railway accidents, one of the reasons for railway accidents, that clip, Pandron clip. There is a guy, he has a designation also. There are a lot of guys. Moves to the length of the track, and he always corrects it after 2 or 3 trains passes. Every half an hour, every 1 hour on the heavy traffic line. So he operates. If he doesn't operate for an hour or 2 hours, so we may miss 1 or 2 clips holding the rail, and there is a chance. Why in 100 years, like Indian Railways doesn't thought of locking this clip? Why? Because Indian Railway never manufactured a component. It is designed that way by Britishers, and it is operated that way till now. They never spend, or they don't have a team to think on their problems on their own, develop something. Though leave about manufacturing, they can get it manufactured outside also, but they should have had some research team to address their problems. Till now, Indian Railways is dependent on someone, a third party, a private company comes in showing like this is the product you need, and if they are okay, if they accept, that will be implemented. That means like a private guy from outside need to think of their problem and address it and bring a product to them, so that like they'll take. This is what happening. Because of that, they haven't thought of locking that Pandron clip, and they spend lots of money, though it is generating employment. The pay that is given to that guy is not that pay which is given to the chauffeur or the driver of the coach. See, he used to get very less money. So they never thought of actually locking it. So that is simple thing. So our inventor actually, he thought of it, and he designed it. Along with it, like he had 5-6 inventions, total 7 inventions on railways, on existing coaches, even the urinals in coaches. existing firefighting system in railway coaches, existing emergency exits in railway coaches. He sat with me, and it's not a new invention. He took the present situation and he made some adjustments to it, and he got patent grants. We filed. I mean, by the time he met Narendra Modi, he didn't got any grants also. So he met him. He wrote him multiple times. His office responded, asked him to come to Delhi sponsored, and then he met the railway minister, then railway minister 4 years back, Piyush Goyal, and then the RDSO. There is a wing, there is a design and research wing, but that design and research wing only does certain things. So he sat with that team and showed these all improvements, and they again the same thing. Again, what they asked is, you come to our coach factory, you select whatever it is. It can be Warangal, it can be Secunderabad, or it can be Vizag, which is near to you. Option is yours. You select and you come to our coach factory. You implement them there and show us the results. Then you manufacture and give us. We'll buy. He is a retired engineer. He is a retired army engineer. He's already served Government of India for 40 years. He retired. He thought of these things, and again they are asking now to manufacture. Okay, he cannot manufacture. We have to find someone who is manufacturing already for railways, and we can maybe that route we can actually get this commercialized. We have given this product sample to a manufacturer who manufactures the rails, and then he is interested. He may pay some royalty if this is proven good in the actual implementation. And this is also the same inventor. So it is a kneecap. Have you ever seen a size adjustable kneecap? I have a kneecap for myself, and I have a kneecap for my 12 years kid. We both use two, because sizes are different. Now he is growing. Maybe the kneecap he cannot use next year. So this is a size adjustable kneecap he thought of. So this is also a good design actually. So the figure doesn't show you the actual usage, but it is a size adjustable kneecap, and he designed it. And that drawing actually, all the drawings he made with hand. We redrawn them in the software, but he does make very good drawings. What is this? You have a cricket ground here in the college? Maybe. So, okay. So what is this? Side screen. Have you ever played when there is a side screen with a good greenish layout ground? Yes? That is a very good feel, right? Playing gully cricket is very much different playing on a real turf. That is a flippable side screen. Normally, till now also, in larger grounds, in Uppal ground, or maybe in Kolkata ground, or maybe Mumbai ground, everywhere they used to have a side screen which is moved by people, and if there is a shift in the match from test match to day and night match, then they have to cover the side screen with a black cloth, or maybe with a white cloth, or maybe they have to change the frame, the outer frame. They never thought of actually having a two colors which can be flipped. So this has been thought by a principal of JKC College, Guntur. So he thought, he made it, and then he's also a member of Andhra Cricket Association. So they have it in their ground in JKC College, and also now this is been implemented in other grounds also in 4 or 5 places in Andhra. So this is a cost-effective solution for that flipping of the side screen and without any maintenance. There is no previously They used to have that use that PVC cloth, black and white, and it used to get damaged, and they used to change. So I thought like I gave you some insights on types of IPs. So we are coming close. So this is my mobile number and email ID, and you can search in Google my name, Srinivas Madhuvati or Yuva Patent Services. You people can easily reach us. And I have last request. I will definitely, ma'am is actually taking maybe feedback. I am also, in the next slide, I am also asking you guys for giving us a feedback if you like this session. And yes, please. You just take out your mobiles and search for Yuva Patent Services. And whatever rating you want to give, 4, 5, I wish it is 5. It can be a rating simply, it will take only 10 seconds. Or it can be a review also, it may take another 20 seconds to write a review. And that is the recent review. It is not visible. Very good review given by one of the inventor. We recently filed applications in India as well in USA. There is one more visa program in UK, Canada. This is very important. Maybe you can also, you people, if someone is actually planning to migrate, I don't say migrate, it's not a good word, but if someone is actually planning to move for your higher studies to US as one destination, or Canada, or maybe Australia or UK, then there is a visa program by US also, but US not yet, I'm not sure, but Canada and UK, they have a visa program. If you have a patent application pending, and if you say, I'm interested to start a business or pursue this invention in UK or Canada, you'll get a permanent residency without any questions asked. Because they need startups, they need people to create employment. Because governments are tired of actually finding jobs, because they are tired, it's not tired, but it's beyond their capability to find job to everyone. So for that reason, the buzzword in last 10 years and maybe in next 20 years also in your lifetime, it is something like, if you are a creator of job, yes, you'll be seen definitely in a separate bunch. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to inform few points, key points about we have learned today in this session. About WIPO, types of IP, there are 5. Eligibilities for patent cycle, patent types, and some of the inventions has been displayed now, and the technologies we need to learn in Industrial Revolution 4.0. I thank you, sir, for giving us valuable information which are useful to us. I would like to thank staff, our HOD Shyam sir, Principal Hanumantrao sir, and college management for organizing this wonderful session on this auspicious day, therefore World Intellectual Property Right Day. Thank you.